A really important thing to look at when you're going between a gaming console, a handheld gaming PC, and a gaming laptop or desktop is that they occupy sort of three different segments. But the important thing to note is that the handheld gaming PC occupies a little bit of both. And what I mean by that is this. When you have a gaming laptop or a gaming PC, you are fixed in a desktop setting. It is a nightmare, might even say impossible, to play with a gaming laptop on a couch. I've tried it so many times.
We've all tried it.
It's so cumbersome. Yeah, it's so cumbersome to try and have a place for your mouse off the side, which makes your arm hurt so bad. Using like a desk platform that you can like rest on your legs. You wrench your neck after 20 minutes of looking so far down. And then you have the console where it's so uniquely designed for that, where you have a beautifully ergonomic controller. You could lounge in any way you want while looking at a TV that's far in front of you. And the beauty of the gaming handhelds is it's a mixture of both. You have nice ergonomics with the way they've designed the shapes of these devices, and they're light enough where you could orient them in a comfortable fashion. It doesn't have to be landed directly on your legs like a laptop.
Yeah, and then if you want, you can still plug in a keyboard and mouse on your desk,
Exactly.
and it's the best of both worlds. So the ergonomic aspect, that's probably my favorite thing about handhelds, how they're so versatile. There's really no environment I can think of that it's terrible, unless you're going to only be using it at a desk. Then the screen, can be a little bit small compared to like a laptop or a monitor. But it's just such a versatile device. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's a really beautiful hybrid of all the other platforms we have out there, and allows you to occupy basically any setting. And an important thing to note is, like you were just saying, you could plug into your monitor with a keyboard and mouse, or through Bluetooth, you could plug it into your TV and use a controller. So it really just provides you with that extremely versatile, all-encompassing solution.
Exactly. So why pick between a console and a PC, a desktop PC, or have to pay for both when you can just have this all-in-one device?
Yeah, and the ability to bring it anywhere you go. So that's something that if you pick the other option, you don't even get that. So it's quite a versatile device.
Yeah, I think this is a good topic because, of course, a desktop PC, a PS5, two different categories. But the handheld PC, it's really a hybrid between the two. And it can either be a complete waste of money or the future. So this is a meaningful topic. So the price, is it true that console is usually cheaper? How much is the PS5?
It is. Yeah, PS5 is $499. It can often be gotten on sale for less than that.
Okay. Now, in terms of power, what's the PC equivalent?
So the PC equivalent, so to look at it in because this is the only way to actually technically compare them, the PS5 has 10 teraflops of compute. And if you want to compare that to a GPU, that's approximately a GTX 3080. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah,
no?
3080. Yeah, that puts in the context.
Yeah, so it's about that. So again, that's still getting kind of dated, right? We're in the 4000 series, and the 5000 series is right around the corner. But that's about the power you're getting. So it is more for sure than you're getting in these handhelds, but it's not groundbreaking power.
I did see on Amazon a pop-up. There was a gaming laptop. Maybe I'll send you the link. It was $850. And it had a GTX or an RTX, I think 4050. So it's significantly better. And you have a screen, all that kind of stuff. Regular laptop.
Exactly.
So, a PS5 is cheaper, but it's not as powerful. So, that puts it into context.
Yeah, it puts it into context, And again, it depends on the form factor you're going for. For $500, I feel like it'd be tough to get a PC that has the same specs, but it probably can be done. It really just depends on what you're looking for overall. You could probably build a gaming desktop, but again, you have to buy a monitor, a keyboard, all the peripherals, so it becomes much more expensive. That's the trade-off there.
But you also have to buy a monitor with a game console.
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah.
Okay, now moving on to this chart here that we use as a reference. Game library. You said PCs have a vastly superior library.
Yeah, vastly superior. And the reason for that is really twofold. You have the fact that a lot of games that are exclusive to either the PlayStation or Xbox library often become partnered with PC. So you have PlayStation PC is a big thing that's like now flooding Steam. So many first-party titles are there. And same thing with Xbox. Of course, they're both Microsoft, so they port them over easily.
Yep.
So you get this like sort of combined library. And also, like I was saying earlier, you have a very extensive game library from all of the past generations. If you look at
That's true.
the PS3 era, for example, all of those games were extremely like console centric, and they were specific to the architecture. If you think back a long time to the Cell broadband processor on the PS3, it was a nightmare to sort of develop for that. So all of those PS3 games are locked in the PS3 era, and they can't port them over to the PS5. So that is another thing that limits your sort of horizons on a console. You can't go back that far, but with PC, you can play games from the 90s.
Exactly. There's no generational gap between PCs. And I see that here, performance.
Exactly.
And upgradability. That's actually the next one here. Yeah, PCs. You just you just upgrade them, so they're a lot more versatile. Potentially a better value in that aspect if you consider buying a PS4 and then a PS5 versus a PC and upgrade the GPU. So that actually plays back into the value aspect here as well.
Yeah. And then again, if we segue into ease of use, because I think all of this is kind of in the same category, right? So, like we were saying, consoles are always going to be the easiest thing for people that just want a no-pain solution, right? You pop in the game, it's certified, it's guaranteed to work. You have some customization in some more modern titles. Again, if you want to like favor performance, you could turn off ray tracing, or if you want just a beautiful cinematic experience, you could lower the frame rate and turn that on. But when we go over to the handheld side and PC side, the sky is the limit with the customization. You could go for ultra high frame rates with lower quality, or lower frame rates with higher quality. But again, you have that issue of needing to really be familiar with all of the intricacies of changing those settings.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. Do you want the vast library of games, the upgradability, the performance, or do you want ease of use, right? So that's the decision right there, essentially.
And I do think that in today's world, I love this multiplayer topic they have here, because that's becoming that's like the main way people play games now. There are some story-driven games still, of course, but like multiplayer is the shit.
So tell me about that. Multiplayer, I mean, of course, there's servers with PCs.
Yeah.
Which one? I'm not too familiar with the multiplayer aspect of. I mean, it's a big selling point of both platforms, but is one really like better than the other?
So the long answer is no, but the short answer is there kind of is a big difference.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. So I'll go deeper into what I mean by that. So back in the early days when you and I would play on like the PS3, you were gated in that community.
You only play with other PS3 players. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. And then once we got to like the PS4 era, they started branching into cross-console. So you would play with people on the Xbox. But now, with like modern Call of Duties, for example, everything is fully integrated. You're playing with console players, with PC players, the entire spectrum. But there is a difference that's worth noting. So with PC, you get a level of dedicated servers that don't exist on console even today. So especially when we're playing games like Counter-Strike and other games like that don't exist on console, you have really nice high tick rate servers that they still haven't brought over to console, because it's really not necessary when you're playing in a 60 FPS setting. It only makes sense if you have 120, 240 hertz display.
True, the ceiling is a lot higher. And I'm sure also for servers, it's easier to set it up for a PC, a general computer, than a console.
So the last thing I think I want to take a look at quickly is their pros and cons lists here, and also how they describe the user experience, and see if it aligns with what we said, and also their conclusions. So I just
pros
want to go through
and
these 3 points quickly.
Right here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it says here, consoles, pros, it's affordable, user-friendly, extensive libraries. Okay. Cons, limited hardware. Okay, yeah, obviously you can't really upgrade. Can you upgrade consoles at all, like RAM or storage, right?
So one thing now, storage, yes, which
Yes,
is
okay.
really cool. You could actually put NVMe's in the PS5, which is really cool. Love that.
Yeah, that's
really
cool.
love that.
Okay, so they got that, and then with the handheld game PCs, pros, high power, versatility, access to vast PC game libraries, upgradability. Cons, high price point. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
they can be expensive, although they're getting cheaper. The Lenovo Legion Go, for example, I paid $800 for mine 10 months ago. Now it's on Amazon for like $650. So just give it time.
That's really close to consoles.
Yeah,
That's
it's getting there. It's closing the gap.
In price. And an important thing they call out here, right, is that it depends on the type of games you play. So user experience of gaming consoles versus handheld gaming, casual gamers versus hardcore gamers. This is an interesting perspective, similar to what we said. So for casual gamers, gaming console is the best option because, again, affordable, ease of use. For hardcore, PC and PC gaming handhelds are the better because of that high performance, wider selection of the game, and like we mentioned before, that customizable option of all of your settings and tweaks.
Yeah, I think another part of this is just the inputs. I mean, when we talk about accessibility, for whatever reason, most people, a controller is just what they feel good on, and like a keyboard and mouse is like a weird thing to be gaming on. And the portable handheld PC with the controller option completely nullifies that. So even the whole, like, it's more approachable consoles, with this form factor, I don't think that really holds true anymore.
So I guess I'll end with my personal conclusion on all of this. I don't want to just give the answer if it comes down to your preference, because that's the case with any purchase in life. I think that gaming handhelds occupy a very attractive niche that can apply to basically any gamer. It gives you the option to play in more casual settings and also have those more competitive settings if you want to plug into a monitor. It's just a use case that isn't given when you get the unique solution of console gaming or desktop gaming. So overall, I think it's a market that everyone should be really locked in on to see as this technology advances, because I think that handheld gaming PCs have the ability to completely displace the entire market. And I think that's something we're going to see more and more of in the next year to two, especially as this technology only accelerates. Thanks everyone so much for watching. We really have enjoyed making content about these handheld gaming PCs, and we have a lot more coming. If you liked, please do like and subscribe. Helps us out a ton. We look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have a good one.
See you guys.